Hello again, YouTube. So today we're going to talk about the time that my dad saved a woman's life. But first, I'm smoking Solani Aged Burley Flake. Thank you again, Lunchy, for that wonderful yabo. This stuff, I've just started smoking it, and already I really like it. Just the right mixture of what I love in an English without being in English, without being so heavy. Don't know how the nicotine will be yet, though. Really good, though, flavor-wise. Now, how my dad saved a woman's life. So as I said, my dad was a farmer. And, one day, this is long before I was born, my dad was 21, so he was 4 years younger than I am now. 5 years younger than I am now. My apologies. He was milking with his father, and the way this farm worked is it was what's called a freestall, which basically means it's a big barn with multiple stalls, many stalls, like 100 or more, and the cows go in, you milk them, and in some cases you move them from the free stall and they go out into another pen. In this case, that's what they did. So there was one person who was the boss's wife, who her sole job was to make sure the cows kept moving. Now, this would have been in the late 70s. So the artificial insemination thing that most farms do now hadn't caught on. So most farms had a few good bulls that they kept around for breeding. Because if you don't know, cows only produce milk after they've had a baby. So if you're going to have a dairy farm, you have to have bulls, or you have to get cows pregnant. Cows have the babies, you raise the babies up, the females become part of your herd. The males, generally, they go to the big farm in the sky, and then your freezer. But, anyways, so this farm had 5 bulls that kept in a small pen. That just so happened to also be the pen that the cows went through. I don't know why they did it like that, or whatever. So this one woman, her job is to take the cows that are done being milked in the free stall and move them out into the bigger pen. And to get to the bigger pen, they have to go through the staging pen with the bulls. So she's moving the cows, and she has a cane. Now, cow canes, as I grew up calling them, are basically wooden canes, and they're used to lightly slap the cows. But they are thick. They're like this thick. That's like $50. So they're heavy pieces of wood meant to slap a cow to get a cow to move. Because when you have a creature that's nearly a ton, slapping it lightly with your hand or a glove to get it to move will not work. You need something a bit bigger. So that's important. So this woman's pushing the cows along, and one of the cows nudges her, and it nudges her in just the right way that she falls. So now she's among like 50 cows in a small pen with 5 bulls on the ground. Now, you've probably heard that bulls are assholes. Well, bulls are in fact assholes, and they're not dumb. So these bulls start to converge on her, and she realizes it, so she's trying to get up. She can't get up. Each time she tries, another cow knocks her down, and these bulls are steadily getting closer, and they're pissed off, because they're bulls. So she screams. My dad and his father hear her scream, run out to see what's going on, And I see her there on the floor in this pen, steadily being surrounded by angry bulls. So my dad grabs the cow cane that's by the side of the pen, leaps over the pen. Now, he's told me that this pen was 6 feet high. The fence on this pen was 6 feet high, and I believe it. I'm short and fat. My dad, when he was young, was about 5'9" and 130, 140 pounds of pure muscle. Like, he could do it. He was a runner. He could lift heavy shit and run at the same time. Like, he was pretty beastly when he was young. So he leaps this fence, lands into the cow pen, right in front of one of the bulls, takes his cane, and whaps it right across the face. And he hit it so hard that the reverberations go down the cane and shake the cane out of his hand. So now my dad is staring straight in the face of an angry bull, who he just hit in the face with a cane. So, as all this is happening, this woman is trying to crawl out, but she can't. She keeps getting knocked down. Finally, she gets to the fence, grabs onto the fence, and another one of the bulls slams into the fence purposefully. That was weird. Oh, it's raining. Slammed into the fence, knocking her off. Back into the pen. So my dad realizes he has to do more. So he slaps the bull across the face this time. Still does nothing. The other bulls have started taking notice of him, and they're converging on him instead of her now. So, he's getting all their attention. While this is happening, she's wiggling out on the ground, under the fence, in, like, shit water, basically, to get away. And she gets away. He runs up to the fence, being chased by the bulls, grabs on the fence, starts to pull himself up. A bull hits the side of the fence, knocks him not into the pen, but back, like he's gonna fall into the pen. Another bull hits him in the ass, basically, throws him up in the air, over the edge of the fence, and onto the other side. Had my dad not jumped into that pen, that woman could very well have been attacked and killed by those bulls, because of the way bulls are. And I know firsthand that bulls are that way. Well, now, it seems like I'm going to have some really big raindrops, so I'm going to let you guys go. But that's another story of how my dad was awesome in his youth. Next week, there'll be another installment. I'll see you then. Bye.